Hello, thanks for checking out our video on password security. Today we're going to talk about password attacks, how to make a strong password, password managers, and how to test yours. So first, let's talk about what passwords are. Webster's dictionary defines a password as a secret word or phrase that a person must know before being given permission to enter a place. In the modern world, this extends to computers. Now the key word here in the definition is secret, meaning that your password is to be known by you and you only. And passwords are used as a method of authentication, falling under the category of what you know. This is opposed to what you have, like a driver's license or your Carolina card, and what you are, like your fingerprints and eye retina. Whether it's your neighbor or an overseas hacker, keeping your password safe is important to your privacy and your bank account. So let's cover some basic password attacks. A brute force attack is when a hacker runs every possible combination of characters until it gets your password. Now, this can be an exhaustive search for an attacker. However, with modern day supercomputers and botnets, this can be done rather quickly. Now, a dictionary attack is when a hacker runs an entire glossary of words from a dictionary. If your password is straight from the dictionary, this will only take a couple of seconds. And a hybrid dictionary attack is very similar to a dictionary attack, except letters can be capitalized and numbers can be included. Now, a keystroke logger is a software program that records the keys struck on the computer. This is done in a secretive manner so the user has no idea they're being monitored. This can also be the less common hardware version that is physically attached to the keyboard and plugged into the back of the computer. For example, in the hit show Breaking Bad, Walt attaches a keystroke logger to Hank's keyboard. Now, guessing is another common password attack, although it's often overlooked as an actual attack. The problem is the bad guys know the most common passwords. And here is the ABC News worst passwords of 2012. Number 1 is password. Number 2 is just 123456. Now these are done out of convenience, but it's also convenient on the hacker. After looking at some password attacks, it's important to know how to create a strong password so we can make safer online transactions and to keep our information, privacy, and files protected. There are 4 key variables in choosing a great password: length, complexity, variation, and variety. For length, at least 8 characters is necessary, but even more is recommended. For complexity, try to include 3 or more variations of characters. For example, uppercase, symbols, and numbers. The next 2 variables are variation and variety. It's important to vary your passwords, meaning you change them often, especially on your social media, banking, and school accounts. You can set up automatic reminders to change them. For variety, don't use the same password for every account. Include a different password for your banking and your school accounts. This way, if your password does get compromised, hacker won't be able to access all of your accounts. Check out this cool Microsoft password tutorial. So first, we start off with a sentence. Complex passwords are safer. Then, remove the spaces in the sentence. Then, intentionally misspell a word and add shorthand. And finally, add length with numbers. Well, earlier we talked about creating multiple passwords and making them more complex. This can create problems in keeping track and forgetting them. How do you solve this? Well, you use a password manager. 2 of the more famous versions are LastPass and KeePass. For these, you create a very strong master password, and then you can use your manager to keep track. And LastPass motto, the last password you'll ever have to remember. And now finally, we're going to test a password. The following link is called the Password Checker Online. It's a website that will tell you how weak or how strong your password is if you followed along with me today. However, it's recommended that you don't use your actual real password. You just use one similar to yours. So I'll type in dog. It says, ooh, dangerously low. I'll type in password, which is ABC News worst password of 2012. See, dangerously low. If I add a number, changes up to medium, but it's still not very good. And then the password we made with our tutorial is complex passwords are safer. And now, see, we're at excellent, 100%. Well, that wraps up our password security tutorial, and thanks for checking out our video.